Lota by Lautanen, along with Nell Fortner. We'll get started here shortly. If you have a question, make sure you use the raised hand function, and you'll be called upon. Once again, welcome to the NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship postgame press conference featuring Georgia Tech. We should be getting started here shortly.
Over here? Who's they'll talk to you?
All right. Thank you for participating today. We're now joined by Lota Lautanen. We're going to start the press conference. Please use the raise hand function to indicate you'd like to ask a question. When you're called on for your question, please state your name and affiliation first. We will first go to Brandon Sudge. Well, having some technical problems here. Can anybody from Hammond hear me there on site?
Yeah, Lindy, just Rusty.
Yeah, Rusty, it's not letting me give permission to talk to anybody like it has in my other press conferences. There we go. All right, we're going to start with Brandon Sudge from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Brandon, you can unmute yourself and ask a question.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hey, this is Brandon Sudge with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Can you kind of take me into those moments where it doesn't, I mean, it certainly did not seem like that you were going to miss there in the second and third quarter. When you're in that element, I mean, so do you just feel like a kid again playing in the backyard? And how important was it, I guess, to kind of help will your team to this huge win offensively?
I think this is why we play. We play to be in the Sweet 16, and I think it's just a mindset. I think our team did a fantastic job defending West Virginia. They're great shooters and they're hustlers. So I think we did fight today very well, and I think it's just a mindset at this point. You have to be confident when you go on the court, and I think that's what we did. We hustled, got defensive stops, and got ourselves to the Sweet 16.
Okay, next question. Brandon, we're going to go back to you. You can go ahead.
And then I also want to ask you about the chemistry that you have with Lorella. I mean, like, how are the two of you able to work together, I guess, kind of seamlessly on the offensive end? And how does the relationship that you have with her kind of show on the basketball court?
I mean, she's a great person and a great player, a fantastic teammate who just, we have great communication with her. And I think I can tell her anything. She can tell me anything. She sees the court very well. I just try to be in her vision and help her as much as I can and play together with her. So I think it's just built throughout the years as we've been teammates. And yes, we have great chemistry on and off the court.
Once again, if you have a question, please use the raise hand function and you'll be called on. We'll next go to John D. Harris. John, you can unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, congrats on the win. I wanted to ask about your shooting. I don't think you hit a three in the first game, but you came out firing tonight. Can you just talk about more of a comfort level or more in rhythm?
Yeah, shoot or shoot, man. I just try to be confident, and I knew that's my game. I just had to be confident with it, and yeah, I didn't hit any in the first game, but at least our team played really well to get us that win, and in the second one too, I just try to go off of my teammates and take those shots that opened up, and this time it went in, and you just have to trust it every time you step on the court.
I had another question. Can you just describe your game, especially offensively?
Excuse me? I didn't hear
Can you describe your game? How do you describe your game? How
Yeah,
would
I
you
mean,
describe it?
yeah, I just try to hustle out there, and if I get a open look, just try to be confident and take it, and if it's not there, just serve my teammates and pass the ball and play together as a team and just get my shots inside the offense. So I think that's just what I'm trying to do, not trying to force things and just play with my team.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What does it mean for you in the program to advance to the Sweet 16, first Sweet 16 appearance since 2012? What kind of emotions are going through you right now?
I mean, I'm excited. I mean, like I said in the first question, this is why we play, to play in these big games and play in the Sweet 16. And my team is awesome. We have great chemistry, and we just play together and enjoy each other's company on and off the court. So this is what we dreamed of, and we're gonna go all the way. So I'm just really proud of my team and just super happy.
Okay, we'll next go back to Brandon Sudge with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Brandon?
Hey, going back to the whole chemistry thing between you and Lorella, I mean, like, can you kind of tell me a moment where you guys are kind of just like in the zone, where you guys are kind of just like feeling it? I mean, did that ever happen tonight at some point? Can you kind of take me inside of that, I guess?
Yeah. I think it's also the way you are. I think we're all really competitive, and Lorella especially, and I like to think I'm also very competitive. So it's just the mindset at that point. You're kind of unconscious when you want to win. You just want to battle and win those situations. So I think Lorella is definitely one of those players who just gets her own and plays so hard and plays for the team and does not leave anything, leaves everything on the floor for her team to win. So I think it's really a mindset and just the want and will to win and compete.
In the game tonight, team was trailing at the first quarter, but really kind of turned it on in the second and third quarter. What really kind of took that shift to change to kind of take the lead and never give it back?
We just knew West Virginia is a very great team, and we knew that it was a 4-point game on the halftime, and they could easily get the lead back. So we had to stay composed and stay focused so that we could extend the lead and get the dub. And I think it's just staying in the moment and then let the game come to you. Don't stop scoring and don't stop defending. And I think the team did a great job of that in the second half also.
All right. Brandon, did you have one more question?
So the last thing I had, in terms of the defensive end there, I mean, like looking at the second quarter, it seemed like West Virginia could get absolutely nothing. I mean, when you guys have that defensive mindset, how confident are you guys?
Yeah. I think it's just like I said before. Yeah, we're confident. I feel like we have a will to win. It's one situation at a time. You have to be on the game and be focused in every situation, and every rebound counts, every stop counts, and we practice it. We're prepared. So you just have to trust the process and trust what we've been doing with the coaches. The coaching staff did an amazing job with scouting and with preparing us for this game. So we just have to execute it for 40 minutes, and it was easy with this coaching staff. So I think that's just what it is. Staying locked in.
Great. Thank you so much, Lota, for your time, and best of luck in the next round.
Thank you.
We're joined momentarily by head coach Nell Fortner. Please use this time to raise or lower your hand if you have a question.
Whew. Can I take this off?
All right, we're now joined by head coach Nell Fortner. If you have a question, please use the raised hand function and we will be called upon. We're going to start out with Brandon Sudge with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Brandon, you can go ahead and ask away.
Hey, Coach, I'm sitting up here kind of up above you in the arena, and then I saw you after the game. You were kind of walking around, pumping your fists a little bit, and then obviously now your hair's wet, so something must have went on in the locker room. But can you take me through your emotions right now, just to lead your team to this point?
Yeah, I think that everything for me goes back to these players. I'm so proud of their effort today. I thought defensively we were just locked in. Thought we played some really, really good excellent defense, and they were just locked in. I knew our effort and our execution would be better than it was in the first round. But the emotion is just really happy for these kids. They work extremely hard. And, you know, we've all been through this pandemic under some tough circumstances, and I'm just super happy for them and that they're getting to experience in their first trip ever to the NCAA tournament some real success right now. So it's just a lot of fun to be around them.
All right, we're next going to go to Harris. John, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Could you just talk about Loda a little bit, her first half, particularly her first half shooting performance? I mean, she was on fire.
Yeah, she's just, you know, that's a gritty player right there. She didn't have her best night against Stephen F. Austin, and she normally, when she has a night like that, she always bounces back really strong because she's really competitive. But her shot just looked really good tonight. She was extremely confident with it. And, you know, we needed that. That was something that we needed her to be able to knock those shots down. But it really on both ends of the floor. She was just tough on both ends of the floor, and just really, really happy for her.
Speaking about her confidence, is she the kind of player that you have to keep on shooting, or does she just has that in her? She's going to do it regardless.
She has it in her. I don't have to tell her. She knows that we have tremendous confidence in her, and it's just a matter of her finding and getting in her rhythm. But no, we don't have to tell her to shoot. She's a very smart player. She's got good instincts. She's gritty. You just have to, you know, just continue encouraging her because she's a gamer. She's a gritty gamer is the best way to describe her.
Thank you.
All right, we'll next go to Pepper Pursley with the next hoops. Pepper, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Coach. Nice to talk with you again.
Hey,
Congrats on the
Pepper.
16. Hey. Now, you were down 9 in the first quarter. What were the adjustments that you made to turn things around?
You know, Pepper, we just had to kind of work our way out of maybe a little bit of nervousness again. You know, we turned the ball over. Our first 4 possessions were turnovers. And so we just had to find our footing. I knew we would. It was just a matter of just staying positive and confident with what we were planning on doing. And these kids worked their way back into the game. So it's just a matter of just of finding your rhythm within the game, and you do that on the defensive end. That's what we do, and I thought we started locking down defensively a little bit better, and that gives us confidence on the offensive end.
Thank you, and good luck in the Sweet 16.
Thanks, Pepper. Keep up the good work.
All right, we'll next go to Brandon Sudge. Brandon, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Coach, kind of on the chemistry between Lawton and Kubai, it just felt like tonight that they were working together so seamlessly. I mean, I assume a lot of that is from the relationship that they have. You kind of take me into their chemistry and bond. You have some memories, whether it be on the court or off the court, that kind of like remind you of how they work so well off of each other.
Yeah, I think that we have, our three leaders, Kiara Fletcher, Lodamai Lotnan, and Lorella Kubai, they have a great relationship. They live together. They've been here their whole career together at Georgia Tech, so they know each other very well. They know how to compete hard together, and they know how to talk to each other. The great thing about it is we've got our freshmen learning from them, and that's really encouraging for me as a coach, knowing that they've got great leaders to follow on the court. So, but those two, yeah, they're super close. They're like sisters because they're, they're super close, but they'll argue like sisters too. So it's really kind of funny to watch them and be around them at times. But both of them are highly competitive, and they'll do anything they can for a win. And I think we saw that the other night against Stephen F. Austin, and we saw it again tonight.
Coach, this is just your second season at Georgia Tech. How special is it to make it to the NCAA tournament and not just make it, but now go to the Sweet 16?
Well, you could probably answer that question for me. Of course, it's incredibly special. The biggest thing is these players have never been to the NCAA tournament before, so this is their first run at it, and they're experiencing some success, and it's exciting. It's fun to be around. First timers. Nothing has. They haven't been afraid of anything. Sometimes it takes a while to settle in and get comfortable with what you're doing in the game. But they're so coachable. They work hard, and I'm just happy for them to be able to experience this.
All right, we'll next go to Mitchell Northam with the next. Mitchell, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Coach. I feel like Lorella has sort of flown under the radar a little bit and been a bit underrated on the national level this year. But if you look at sort of the disparities between rebounds and second chance buckets tonight, you guys obviously have a big advantage. How much does she have to do with that, and how important is she to you in controlling the paint and in that area?
Yeah, well, you said it. She's incredibly important on the boards because she's a phenomenal rebounder. She has a nose for the ball and cleans them up pretty good. I think she has flown under the radar a little bit. She was co-defensive player of the year in the ACC, so she was rewarded for her strong defensive play. She cleans things up for us a lot. Roaming that paint, she's got really good instincts for helping when things break down defensively. And so she anchors us on that defensive end, no doubt about it.
Thanks, Coach.
Uh-huh.
All right, we'll next go to Annie Peterson with the AP. Annie, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, Coach. Thank you for doing this. This morning you penned a very strong statement about the inequities in the NCAA men's and women's tournaments, and I wanted to know, personally, what prompted you to issue that statement?
Well, I think, when you have, it's a great opportunity. We're on a stage, we have a platform right now to talk about some things. And look, the inequities have been around for a long time. And, when everyone here, just about every coach has had an opinion on it and put out a statement, and it's just, I put out what I felt. And it's just, that's how I feel, so I put it out there. It's not like I'm trying to, I don't know. That's just how I felt, Annie, and put it out there. I think that the inequities are something that need to be looked at. I feel like we're a valuable asset to be able to run a little bit stronger championship. I'm going to give you an example. We played on a floor tonight that doesn't even look like an NCAA tournament floor. I think that's a shame for our game. But, you know, we've got to talk about things. We've got to bring things up and get them addressed at times, and you can't shy away from that.
Thank you.
All right. Any other final questions?
Thanks
Go
a lot,
back.
y'all. Thanks, Lindy.
Take care. Thank you. One more
Thanks.
question. One more. Do you have one time for one more question? Ken Segura.
Okay. Hey,
Ken,
Ken.
go ahead.
Congratulations. Hope I can match Pepper's level of questioning. Did you mentioned like you knew you guys would be better execution-wise and effort-wise. What gave you that sense, whether it was in practice or just knowing your team, that you'd be able to respond the way you did?
I just think when a team has never played in this tournament before, it can be very you have a lot of nerves. You know, they feel like they have a lot of pressure on them. They want to perform well. So I felt like the first game was going to be a tough game. I think it's always the hardest game in the NCAA tournament because you've got every team here is trying to advance. So they're putting their best foot forward. And I think when sometimes when you're the higher seed going against the lower seed, it becomes especially hard because boy, they're gonna play as hard as they can possibly play and maybe, you know, can trip you up. So I felt like once we got that one under our belt, we could kind of settle into who we are. And then, I felt like that's what we did today.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, Coach Fortner, and wish you the best of luck in the next round.
All right, thanks, everybody.
That's
Thanks.
it for today's press conference.
Thanks,
Recording-
Lindy.
Thank you. We're recording this press conference will be posted in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at www.ncaa.veritone.com. Thank you for joining us.